Hello my friends, welcome back to the Cyber Relic channel. It's your fellow wielder of Space Magic Relic here, and today we have This Week at Bungie for January 27th. Let's see what information they brought for us for Witch Queen. Jumping right in here. This week at Bungie, we kind of kicked a lot of butt, took some names, made grass prettier, and unbanned some folks. Hey Guardian, come here often? You can't see it, but I'm totally doing a very alluring eyebrow wiggle, but in EXO. It's fantastic. Anyway, it's our weekly chance at a TWAB-tastic good time and maybe a few more hidden Easter eggs for those that liked finding them in previous blog posts. But alongside bad jokes and cute secret messages, we actually do have real game things to discuss. We've got some ritual reputation changes, an HDR setting revamp, an update on BattleEye, and absolutely nothing to do with Telesto. So without further ado, let's jump right into things. Ritual, Vanguard, and Crucible, oh my. We have more than a few interesting changes on the horizon, including updates for ritual reputations, trials, and those oddly satisfying Nightfalls. When reviewing player feedback, it was clear a few tweaks were necessary, including the evolution of Vanguard Ops, so we put on our big people pants and got to work. Here's where we are right now. From the dev team, Ritual Reputations. Looking at the data for Season 15, Guardians were approaching the new Vanguard ranks differently than what our models initially assumed. According to our findings, players were running more Vanguard strikes than anticipated and were optimizing for the new activity streak at a lower rate as well. We used the data from the Season of the Lost to adjust the model to be more accurate with actual behavior, and then retuned everything to bring the average gain more in line with Crucible. For Season 16, expect increased Vanguard reputation on completion, activity streak amounts, Nightfall multipliers, and Nightfall completion quality bonuses. Vanguard reputation gain should be approximately twice as fast for most players, with the ability to optimize even faster by playing higher difficulty Nightfalls and utilizing the activity streak more. Similarly, Trials of Osiris was about 30% slower than anticipated while not having an accelerated gain when higher ranks are achieved. We also felt like we were not valuing winning rounds enough, especially players getting to a 20 round wins and at 7 ticket wins. We have added a small amount of Trials reputation at match end for every round won in that match, which increases based on how many ticket wins a player has. At the top end, each round won awards 21 reputation up to 105 extra reputation a match. This ideally speeds up Trials reputation gain by 50% or more for players who do not regularly reset their ticket in an attempt to go flawless. While we were not able to give an accelerated reputation gain for higher ranks in the Witch Queen for technical reasons, look for more news on that sometime later in the year. Also, here's a quick preview of a returning Trials reward for next season. There's another weapon in the pipe, but we'll leave that for you to discover when Trials returns in the Witch Queen. And there it is, folks. It's the Summoner. Looks like it's going to be coming back, and some big changes coming to the way. Well, maybe not big changes, but some quality of life changes for the way that your Vanguard rep and Trials of Osiris rep are going to be earned. Bring it on. So what about the things we aren't changing yet? We are happy with the speed of Crucible reputation gain, though we may look at this again alongside Iron Banner vendor changes in the future. Gambit reputation gain was about 30% slower than desired, yeah, you think? But with the Gambit revamp coming in the Witch Queen, we would like a full season to analyze playstyles and patterns before making any changes. More details on that coming in a future TWAB. Oh yeah, that's right, we hit you with that anticipation. We also are not currently making any changes to the activity streak system or the placement of the ritual weapon ornaments. We have heard your feedback on it and don't believe it is currently meeting our design goals. It is intended to feel like a nice bonus for dedicated players, but rarely feel critical. Right now, it can sometimes feel too punishing to leave a ritual playlist, but this is being partially driven by Gambit/Vanguard reputations moving slower than intended, combined with the ritual ornaments being on the second reset. We want to see how the tweaks to Vanguard reputation changes playstyle and hourly gain before we make any changes across the board. That makes sense. They want to see how much the speed up change is going to impact it before they decide to do anything with positioning the actual rewards themselves. Lastly, we know how annoying it is to not remember which reputation bonus is active by Thursday/Friday starting in the Witch Queen. When double ranks or rewards are active, those activities will have a modifier on the launch screen to remind you. Big things really do come in small packages. That'll be a nice quality of life change there as well. Vanguard Ops. As we discussed in an earlier TWAB, the Season 13 Battlegrounds activities have been added to the Vanguard Strikes playlist, and this playlist has been renamed Vanguard Ops. I think this is a good idea. As a reminder, the 4 new Battlegrounds coming with the season are Behemoth on Nessus, Oracle on Nessus, Hailstone on Europa, Foothold on Cosmodrome. The actual Battlegrounds activities are the direct launch / no champion version of the Battleground, as these match the length and difficulty of most of the strikes in the playlist. Yeah, that makes sense. Any bounties, quests, triumphs, or challenges used to reference strikes now reference Vanguard Ops instead. Nightfall. We have been slowly iterating on the pressures and challenges we apply at each of the Nightfall difficulty ranks. One big outlier was the strike-specific modifiers with damage boosts and other effects that enhanced boss attacks. While some of them were cool and fun, who doesn't like getting yeeted 5 miles by Sadia, they were generally inconsistent and were pushing tactical play more than the intended build crafting. So we have removed those from Nightfall starting at Hero. We also added a new style of burn called Acute, which will increase player damage taken from a specific element by 50% and increase damage done by 25%. Most Nightfalls already have a 25% damage received modifier, so this will be an across-the-board increase of 25% in both directions for that element. That will be an interesting change to see. Obviously, we don't ever want to be hit harder, but having the ability to spec out our loadouts to kind of combat that a little bit from a damage standpoint will be helpful as well. Secondly, we are moving the seasonal strike modifiers that we introduced in Season 15 from the Vanguard playlist to Nightfalls. These are unique buffs and boosts that aid you if you lean into the combat themes of the season. For Season 16, they are themed to glaive and void usage. Please let Oppressive Darkness be part of that void usage. Please, please, please. These rotate weekly and appear on all Hero, Legend, and Master Nightfalls. We look forward to your feedback on these as we continue to iterate. And there's a quick preview of some sweet loot that you'll be able to earn from Nightfalls next season. Look familiar? That is the Silicon Aroma and the... I cannot think of the name of that auto rifle right now. But it was the one that we used to get from the Nightfalls. So that's definitely something to look forward to as well. Let's see here. We have also been iterating on how we communicate the shields present in a strike if match game is on. Like the Legend and Master Lost sectors, all Nightfall activities now have a modifier that lists the shields used. That's a really good change there. That way people know exactly what the shields are going to be just by looking in game. You don't have to look up an outside resource. I like that change. Lost sectors. When we introduced Legend and Master Lost sectors in Beyond Light, we were forced to split the daily Legend and Master Lost sector locations since there was no way to select difficulty within the public bubble. Thanks to some fresh technology built for the upcoming The Witch Queen campaign, this limitation is now removed. There is now a single daily Lost sector which has both Legend and Master difficulties available at the same time. Selectable at the entrance, both difficulties give the same exotic reward. That's going to be really nice having that all together in one place. I didn't realize that was a technical limitation as to why that wasn't happening before, so it's nice to see that get fixed. While we don't have any specific changes to talk about with the Crucible or Iron Banner in this TWAB, we would like to address the longer respawn times we implemented in the 30th anniversary patch and then removed a few days ago. When we originally implemented this change, we were hoping it would spread out the pace of combat and reduce the number of times players spawned in and were immediately killed by the same super that had just wiped them out. Despite the initial intention, feedback has shown that this wasn't the best solution for the issues we were trying to solve. When we looked at this data, we saw unclear/mixed messages, partially because we implemented the change at the same time as large ability tunings and the start of the Dawning. Kills per minute were slightly down in the modes with longer respawns. Team score delta went up a little, but we saw the same jump at the start Season 15, and it eventually went away. This is likely a larger player base coming in during a new content drop. Match duration went up slightly in Control and Iron Banner, but not in Clash. Inversely, Mercy rates are down in Control and Iron Banner, but up in Clash. The rate at which players quit went up slightly when these changes were introduced, but almost immediately came back down in Control. 10% more games ended due to time. In Iron Banner, 5% more games ended due to time, but in Freelance Iron Banner, 5% less games ended due to time. When looking at both feedback and analytics and seeing little definitively positive, it was the obvious choice to revert Crucible respawns back to their original values. I really like that they're looking at this stuff at such a minute level and adjusting things. That was something that they didn't have to go back and fix, so I appreciate that they're taking a look at the analytics on that and adjusting accordingly. HDR needs love too. Destiny is a beautiful game and we want our players to enjoy the majesty in all its glory. Our residential magical space wizards, aka the Destiny devs, have cooked up some amazing new solutions to take the adventure we love and make it even more stunning. Thanks to some new updates to our high high dynamic range HDR implementation. Here's what you need to know about the HDR changes launching next month with the Witch Queen. Windows 10 and up, Windows HDR is now supported. So if you guys want to go through the details on this, they do list out all of the individual things that they're adjusting right here in the TWAB, so you can go and take a look at that specifically for Windows 10. And screenshots are now supported when playing in HDR on PC, so that's cool. Display calibration improvements on all platforms. Players in HDR will see an updated calibration UI screen to adjust their settings. So this is actually really cool. It's nice to actually have some examples for making these adjustments. So this will hopefully help with some of those HDR problems. HDR calibration settings have been updated with friendlier functionality to accommodate the wide range of HDR display capabilities of viewing environments. And then they just discuss some more Xbox. Let's see, Xbox players going through new account boot flow will no longer be incorrectly shown the SDR calibration screen if HDR is active. Okay, so they're making a lot of adjustments with HDR here. Again, all the specifics are outlined in this section if you guys want to come check it out yourself. We need to talk about Bruno. An Encanto reference. That's nice. The community team continues to grow into an even more awesome bunch of lovable nerds, and we are stoked to add yet another one to our ranks. We heard the LATAM community loud and clear about representation, and we honored that immediately through our Bungie bounties. Now we're excited to add a new community manager to our ranks that hails from Spain. So we need to talk about Bruno, so let's do just that. Bruna, hola mundo. My Spanish is not great. I'm Bruno, and I still can't believe I'm joining the Bungie community team as the new community manager for Southern Europe and Latin America. The world is filled with awesome and passionate guardians, and it will be my honor to serve you however you need. I know that there are a lot of players to meet and a lot of places to be, but if us hunters are known for something, it's for having allies in every corner and for always being on the go. So I'm ready for this mission. Now, don't give me that look. I might main an Arc Strider, but I love my 3 Guardian classes equally. I'm always jumping between them and trying new strats while raiding or playing trials with friends. Using weird but effective builds is one of my favorite things to do in this game. I can't wait to experience all the incredible things that are coming to Destiny 2, along with you both as an avid player and as your new community manager. If you are a content creator, a veteran, clan leader, or a new light, please feel free to reach me on Twitter. I want to know what your guardian looks like, what you expect from me as a CM, what you think your local communities need, and of course, I want to hear all your ideas about how the game we all love can keep getting better. Oh, and memes. Send them my way too. Nos vemos por la Torre Guardianes. That was fantastic Spanish. I don't care what any of you say. All right. It's like the band Hammer, only not. Security update. We've been experimenting with anti-cheat measures through the years, and more tinkering is on the way. Because this is all super complicated and very precise, we have our incredible security team here to lay out what's been going on with some player bans and what's next on the docket for BattleEye. Team. Regular reviews of our processes, technology solutions, and community feedback are key elements to Bungie's approach to security for its games. Today, we are taking another step in our ongoing security journey at Bungie. With the launch of Season 15, the Bungie product security organization began utilizing the BattleEye security suite. We are pleased to say that the security system has provided us with a monumental leap forward to our ability to monitor attacks that threaten Destiny operations and the player experience. It effectively prevents many actions from those who attempt to harm Bungie's goal of building a community around our games that we can all be proud of. Its success protecting Destiny 2 has allowed us to safely review technologies and practices that were previously deemed too risky to the product and our players. In December 2021, we began a survey of risky behaviors that we felt were mitigated by BattleEye. Based on the review, we've identified 68 players that were banned in association with the use of process hackers since August 2021. Of those, 61 players were identified as having no other indicators they were attempting to attack Destiny 2. These players were unbanned as of January 24th. We expect this will not be the last time we unban players who were previously banned for security concerns. However, our efforts to review and improve our product Apologize about that audio difficulty there. I think we're back and live and going. However, our efforts to review and improve our product security practices and methods means the unbans will be the result of disciplined investigation and our ever-evolving understanding of the risk to Bungie, Destiny 1, and Destiny 2, and ultimately to our players. The process will take time, and we thank you for your patience as we work to improve our games and your experience with them. Signed, the Program Manager, Bungie Product Security. Looks like we have... This is their report. Okay, yep, and Bungie name. Since the Bungie name feature went live, players have been asking when they can change their name. We are investigating a way for players to change their Bungie name in a future update and are currently targeting a date close to the Witch Queen launch date. Oh, that's good news. Very good news. If any of you guys have watched me on Twitch, you actually noticed that my gamer tag is different than my actual Bungie ID. I'm looking forward to being able to consolidate that and make that consistent with our channel. Upon an investigation into a player's real name being used for their Bungie name, we have determined that the issue occurs when a player sets up a Steam account with an email containing their name. It doesn't change their Steam account name upon activation, so it takes on the email address name and then doesn't add in a stream display name. If Steam doesn't have a display name, our Bungie name feature will take Steam's account name to use as a Bungie name instead. Claim your rewards before February 22nd. Players should claim the following rewards before the Witch Queen launches on February 22nd, otherwise they will be lost. Bungie rewards, Season Pass items, Shaxx Crucible rewards, Drifter Gambit rewards, Zavala Vanguard rewards, Season Vendors rewards, Gunsmith Reputation items, and seasonal seals and rewards. So make sure you're claiming all that stuff, guys, before the end of the season. Certain seasonal seal, title, triumphs, and rewards require multiple weeks to fully complete, so players who want to obtain those rewards should begin the process of unlocking them this week. Yep, that's absolutely correct. For activities, rewards, quests, and more that are entering the Destiny content vault, please click here. They have a reference to those things that are being vaulted. They have their list of known issues and what they're working on. Looks like they have the movie of the week here if you guys want to jump in and check those out. And then we have the artists of the week as well. These are still the videos of the week. And then here's the artists of the week. So some cool things being done by Guardians out there. Check those things out as well. All right, with that being said, we're less than a month away from the launch of the Witch Queen and showing Miss Savathun who is boss. The excitement is real, and the team can't wait to hear your thoughts on what's coming in hot. For those that may need a little refresher, feel free to mosey on over to our product page centered around the next expansion to make sure you're all caught up and ready to rock. Buckle up, kids. We're going on an adventure. Stay tuned, and in the meantime, stay fresh and be kind. See you soon. I should go. Hippie. All right, so this is some good information here. I'm definitely a little bit disappointed that we didn't get to see more information yet on Void 3.0 or weapon crafting. It would appear that they're saving that information for us for the last couple of weeks leading up to the season. So I know that we're all really anxious to see and get some answers there. So, all right. Thank you again, everybody, for coming by today to check out the TWAB with us. If you found this information to be helpful, please feel free to like the video as well as subscribe and click the bell to get alerted for next time. If you have any questions, thoughts, concerns, cries of anguish, feel free to leave a comment down below. I apologize for the cough. Wow, today's audio has been a little bit rough, guys. I apologize. I've been feeling a little bit under the weather. So I've been fighting off a coughing fit the entire time we're doing this, so thank you for your patience. With all that being said, thanks for stopping by, Guardians. You stay classy. And until next time, don't just have a good day, have a great day.